Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and as of today I've got caught by surprise of this sale, but I've compiled a lot of new stuff that has come out on the past week or so, and man, I really thought that this one would be all around clothes, fashion and whatever, like they have sometimes on the middle of the month, but this one actually has coupons that you can use on fishing stuff. With that said, I will just open the sales page as usual to give you the coupons, and other than new stuff that has come out, I will also give you 4 nice options for combos, and I will link a video of a past video of mine where you can find everything about terminal, because I wanted to make this short because I really want to get some sleep before I go trout fishing. But the coupons, as usual, you will have the 3 euros off on 29, the 5 euros off on 39, the 2 euros off on 15, which is quite nice to get like terminal tackle and some lures and line, 8 euros off on 69, and that's about it. So pretty sweet coupons if you want to buy some nice affordable fishing gear like we usually feature on the channel. But the new stuff, so from Mifine, they are the first ones to appear here. We have the Mifine Pioneer Mini Telescopic Rod. It's a 24-ton construction, which sucks, this price point for a telescopic rod. I want it to come down in price. They have 3 models, so 1 to 10 grams, 4 to 17, and 6 to 28. You know me, the one that interests me, it's the 1 to 10 grams that you can get in either 198, 213, 228 meters. The other ones, if you choose them, you can grab them a little bit bigger, but I don't care about them. So if we can check the table in here, you can see that these ones will feature 5+1 guides or 6+1 guides, depending if you get a shorter or the 2 longer ones on the lighter casting versions, and you will have a 1.5 gram tip, which it's bound to be a little bit thicker because this is a hollow tip or tubular, or whatever you want to call it, rod. So it will be a little bit faster, which I'm curious because, you know me, I have a lot of telescopic rods. I will still have one that I ordered to feature on the channel from Huawei, and this would be a better another different approach for a telescopic rod, because I have solid tips and titanium tips. I don't have any tubular tip, but this is not the only one that they released that is telescopic and features tubular tip. They also have the Mifine Cozy Teletrout. So this is also a 24-ton carbon construction, which again, I want this to be the same price as the Mifine Honor Telerod. This one comes on smaller sizes, so 1.68, 1.83 and 1.98 meters, with a cast weight and a tubular tip. The cast weight is 0.8 to 5 grams, which is quite nice, and it has a top diameter of 1 gram. So you know that the construction, it's with a lot of epoxy and not a lot of compression on the carbon sheet or carbon fabric, whatever you have to call it, because it's quite a weighty rod. So if you consider the 1.98 model, it's 85 grams. I think it's 5 or 6 grams more than it should be. Also, the other thing I don't like about this rod, it's the lack of guides. They could do with a bit more of I think it only has like 1 floating guide, and contracted it will have the same length as the previous that I showed you, which is around 47 to 48 centimeters. Cast weight intrigues me. If they were both like 20 euros, I would already bought some of them. And lastly, not lastly, but the last thing that you can buy new from Mifine on the ultralight spectrum of things, it's the Mifine missile aging. Again, 24-ton carbon. I don't understand the price because I really don't. The microbyte, it's a 40 plus 46-ton carbon construction. Again, this rod should cost like 40 euros, something like that, in comparison to the microbytes. My experience is that this might cast better because I also said the Mifine Pioneer trout was not the Mifine, sorry, the Handing Pioneer trout was a little bit iffy for the price, and then I tested it and it casts like a missile. It will throw anything like 1 mile away. But if we go on the specs, you see it's ultralight. You can have it on 13 centimeters or 2 meters and 13 centimeters or 2 meters and 28 centimeters. So it will close, the transport length will be half. It has a proper decent amount of guides, so 8 plus 1. Lure weight 0.827. This is a solid tip rod, so 0.8 because it's aging. Usually there aren't any tubular tips, but again the weight you see 95 grams. A little bit on the heavy side. And Mifine finally listened to me. So as you can see in here, this is still, or they lied to me, this is still a long ways away because I asked them if I could have a prototype to test and to feature on the channel because I really like them, and I asked for this rod like, I would say 6-8 months ago. I think I asked them the first time I saw the Illusion Slash, because I said to them, it's not that you can make a rod that will have a cast weight on casting version from 0 point something to 1 gram or 1.5 grams, because a reel to cast that will cost $100+. If you don't want Aurora because of all the quality control issues. And I tell them, just grab the Pegasus because it has actually quite a nice layout for casting, or grab the Outrange, grab something different, something that it's like under 3.5 grams. It has a hollow tip, something a little bit different, a rod that is a little bit faster, but it's capable of throwing light lures, so bass fishermen or perch fishermen can use them as a bottom contact rod with a lighter lure. So for like bank fishing on a very, like I usually fish for bass on a very shallow spot. So it seems to be on production. I don't know. Mifine, for some reason, they don't really like me that much, even though like on my affiliate account I have like, I will not joke, more than 100 affiliate sales from Mifine products. So just the Illusion Slash alone, it's 40 plus rods that were sold through my affiliate link. So I don't know, it's very weird with Mifine. They even mock me because they said that I have too many Mifine rods, which is actually true, but I really like them. I think for the price they are the best range of spinning rods that are on AliExpress for ultralight and super ultralight. But continuing on from Mifine, because they don't like me, we have some news from Tsurinoya, which is the Tsurinoya Elf Pro. So a lot of folks complain about the elf's tip snapping, so they supposedly fixed it with the Tsurinoya Elf. I didn't own the last Elf for some reason, and now they've made another one. So you have the spinning version and the casting version that for some reason it's out of stock. Fast, ultralight, 1.3 millimeter on the tip of the diameter of the tip. It will cast from 0.6 to 7 grams. So Very, very well put together as everything from Tsurinoya. From what I hear, the only problem again, it was the brittleness of the tip, and 2.26 meters or 7'5", two-section rod, and as you can see the weight is 86 grams, which is actually quite nice. And if we see the casting version, it's lighter than the spinning. That is not usual, but either way, quite a nice looking rod with everything Fuji. And if you want the bigger version, the Elf Pro with 2.5 meters, so 8'2", it's also available, but this one you can get it on casting. It will be a little bit higher on the weight, so it's 3 to 12 grams, but still under 100 grams, which is great for long fishing trips. Again, from what I hear and my experience with long aging rods, you will need maybe a little bit heavier spinning reel, because the way the rod is set up, if you are not fishing from, only if you fish from the beach. If you fish from like pontoon or something like that, where you are higher than the water, maybe you can go around with a lighter reel. And also from Tsurinoya, we have, I think this has been out for some time, the Dark Wolf Pro. So this is just a short axis spool where it weighs for 4.6 grams. It has some improvements. I didn't own the original, but again, at this price, and also it's probably available in some stores, because I know that some stores, at least on the UK, will carry Tsurinoya. So this might be a decent option. And Tsurinoya, it's a great brand. Even though I don't own that many things, I really like my Metis, I really like my Artemis, and I really like the small twitch baits that they make for trout fishing. Not that I catch any trout, but enough of the crying. Let's try to fix that tomorrow. And now we move on to Kingdom. So Kingdom is releasing a lot of micro stuff, starting with hard baits. So they will have micro floating minnows, so 30 millimeters, and they have two lips version, as you can see. I will show in here. So short lip and long lip. One will weigh 1.7 grams and the longer lip will weigh 1.85 grams. The body of the minnow, it's 30 millimeters on both, so 3 centimeters. Both of them float. One will go until half meter deep and the other will go more than double of that, so 1.2 meters depth maximum. The hooks are great if they are the ones that I'm thinking about, which is the same that will come on the little tug. They will snap your finger very nicely, but they will come out because, if I'm not wrong, they are barbless and they hook very well, and they pinpoint the fish actually also very well. We'll also have a popper, so 27 millimeters and 34 millimeters. One is 1.5 grams and the other it's 2.2 grams. So proper BFS and ultralight hard body baits. It's the micro popper. A lot of nice colors, but again, you just want, since it's a popper, you want like a more natural color like this one, white and maybe dark. So I would go probably with this, and this, or this. So I would choose three different ones if I have something a little bit different. But again, what's important, it's what it's facing down. Again, we also get those nice hooks for trout fishing. And we also get a mini crank. Again, 25 millimeters, 1.5 grams, or 32 millimeters, 3.2 grams. Let's see the diving, 1 meter, which is quite enough for the type of fishing that you will be doing with this fellow over here. So with this, at least for me, if you are fishing for chub, I would go with this white with chartreuse, some speckles and pearl, and maybe some natural color. I would never choose the black. I don't have a lot of luck with black unless it's like articulate bait that they will have, I think, not yet available to sell, but they will have a segmented micro bait. And they also have this box. If you remember the Cast King, that probably, no, it doesn't appear here. You have this Samola for even less on the bundle deals. But either way, this is a waterproof box that will float, and it has a lot of dividers, and if I'm not wrong, for some reason this one doesn't have it, but either my Samola or Cast King has like a dehumidifier inside. So one of the dividers that you have in here, it's like, how do you call it? The same thing that will come inside of the sneakers or your electronics. You have like a pack that you should not eat that will take the humidity away. They have the 3600 size and 3700 size. And this one, you see what I mean? This thing in here, it will have a silica pack inside, and the silica pack will help you take out the humidity of the hooks and will help you preserve your lures without going away. And they also have a more subtle color than this one. And you also get a ruler in here. So if you catch massive fish like me, this will be enough to cover 3 or 4 of them on a row. Again, from Kingdom, you will have to go to Facebook because this is not released yet. So very, very deep dive and journalism from my side. I'm joking. This is the Mirko expert, so a lot of spelling mistakes in here, and also these columns should be the other way around. As you can see, the lure weight is 1.5 to 4.5 pounds, and the P line is from 1 to 7 grams. It's the other way around. So the rods, I would say the only one that looks like professional, it's this one over here with brown and black or orange and black accents. The other ones look a little bit too colorful for most folks, but I quite like them. It's a very, very nice approach. Mifine had something like this on a series of rods that I cannot remember the name, but all of them, other than the 2 to 10 gram range, will feature a 1.2 diameter tip. They will come from 1.49 meters until 1.8 meters. So the lowest cast version that you can get is from 1 to 7 grams. The highest lure weight version that you can get is from 2 to 10 grams. It will come as a 2-parter. I don't know if they will have like a one-piece rod. That's still to see. But from the models that I see in here, I think there will be like 2 parts rod, like in here. And we will have like a 4-part rod, which I think is this one's 4 and 5 parts. So we'll see about that, because as you can see in here, there's already a separation point, and there's ones over here that are a little bit more away, and there's some over here. So let's see how it will play out, but I quite actually like the micro series. And now some new stuff from Supercontinent. So we get new hooks from Supercontinent. So if we check in here, Knife Edge hook, high carbon steel strengthened hook bar. As you can see, this is sort of, let me check if this is the one. Yes, this is the one. So this is actually smaller than the usual size 10 that I use. And these are the B18 version because they have a very similar one. This is the B16 that is also a new hook. Why I might not like these hooks, I will order the size 10 because it's very small. The whole length of the hook is 17 millimeters. It's half a millimeter thick, the metal. And let's see how it will play out, but I'm not liking, you see the curve over here? The other one that I use, the size 10, in here it will come a lot more down and the curve will be a lot more aggressive, which means that I have this flat part over here that in my mind will help me when the fish bites the soft plastic, it will help the hook coming out. So the hook will come out straight instead of doing this and folding the soft plastic, if you can understand what I'm trying to convey to you. So I think this will be good. It will have good penetration, but I don't know how it will deploy on a soft plastic. That is to be seen. I think it will work great on like very thin presentations. But there are not a lot of very thin presentations. Probably on the Crazy Crow it will work great because it's actually quite thin profile. I don't know, maybe the Polaris it will work well, but that's to be seen. So as I told you, this is the B16 version. This is more of my liking. This will work great also with the Crow. The smallest size that they have, it's the 8, which is 28 millimeters thick, long. Again, thickness, it's a little bit more than the last one, some 0.0, I think 2 or 6 millimeters thicker, but the profile is a lot wider, so it will be a little bit better for thicker presentations. Again, this is new. Everything will be linked down below, but we are not yet out of news from Supercontinent. So they also have a Polaris that is smaller than usual. I think the normal Polaris is 30 something, 40, around 40 millimeters. This one it's 30 millimeters, so 3 centimeters. And the good thing is that for 2.7 euros before coupons, you get 50. You get 50 soft plastics on a bag. What more can you say? And they have some UV colors. I would go, if I only order a bag, it will be one of these two ones. So this more dark purple and this lighter purple that say UV, and even AliExpress knows it because it put a flame near to it. So very inexpensive, man. I'll be getting some of this. Also from Supercontinent, and this is the best, the last bit of new stuff. It's the Shed Detail Fishing Lure 5-7 centimeter fishing soft baits silicone artificial swim plastic lure wobblers. Basically this is a lure for a Zander, as you can see in here, but it has a paddle tail in T format. It has like a thinner profile. It's quite yes, in here you have the place to put or hide your hook. You have eyes, you have pretty good detail, and you have like layered colors like this one, this one, this one, and this one, which is sort of a staple from Supercontinent, these two colors. And you have more flamboyant colors like these ones. So this is a lure that I maybe will not get, but if you guys fish for like pike and Zander and maybe some deeper bass, this might be a good option for you guys. It's a little bit thicker profile, 50 millimeters, it will go outside of my usual range for soft plastics if I'm not fishing for bigger predators, but it's new, so I've put it here again. Everything will be linked on the video description, and we move on to the combos because this video is very long just with new stuff. Where I've seen this rod, so this is the rod from Leo Fishing. I think you can get it for less than this, but they are always out of stock. You have to pay shipping, the pricing is different. This one is a choice item. It's the same rod, but if you get the combo with a reel, it's 25.94, so 26 euros. So you put the line in here and you can use the 29 euro coupon. And you know, the rod, I reviewed the rod, it's the same rod. You can look at the pictures and know that it's the same rod. So it's a 4-part where you have this part over here is an extension that you can take it out and make it smaller. So 1.8 and 1.68 meters, if I'm not wrong. And if we go in here, down below, I just want the information of the reel because I didn't test it, but it's a Velcro. They usually work pretty well, and it's very, very inexpensive. So it's a 1000, it's the KS1000, 5.2 to 1 gear ratio, 169 grams of weight, 5 kilos of drag. It has bearings, so it will work, and the rod weighs 85 grams. So this is the first combo that I have because you already have the reel in here. I actually was looking for the Velcro, the one that I really like, but I could not find it for my life in here. So moving on for the next combo, we have the Mifine Outrange. I put, I think, 2 links because this one has some rods missing, and for some reason not all models are available. So 44 euros, a little bit step up on price, but I think it's the other rod, it's perfectly fine. This is just an upgrade, so for an upgrade you pay a little bit more, you get a little bit more. And the ending M1 Elite, the 1000 series, so red with red, it will match perfectly. This is a very, very fine reel. The Mifine Outrange is actually quite a workhorse of ultralight rod, so it can do with a little bit more muscle on the reel department, so that's why I'm putting it together with the Ending M1 Elite, or Ending Elite as they call it right now. And this is for ultralight. If we move to the BFS space, I think it is if we put everything together, it will be so 70 euros. So you can use a 69 euro coupon off to make the price coming down. So this is under 70 euros. So for BFS, we have the Anotono Silverino. So how can I explain? This will be the video for this week when this video comes out. So tomorrow the unboxing of this reel will come out, but I have to tell you that the reel, it's actually quite good. The problem that I have, as you can see in here, it's a 5-star, 2 reviews, 7 sold. There's another link for this reel somewhere. I think it's this one. A little bit more expensive, 4.2, 6 reviews, 12 sold. There are not a lot of units sold, and that's why I bought this reel, because I'm here to take risks for you. And because I got a super early birds deal and I paid 21 euros for mine. Basically, this feels like the Cast King of Online Eagle 2, the black version. I didn't run in the problem where the line will go over the spool and be caught on the frame, or in this case on the shaft. but everything clicks. It weighs 130 grams. It has 8 plus 1 ball bearing. It has, I think, the 6 kilos, because on the unboxing you will see that the info on the page will not match the info on the box. But I think it has more than 4.5 kilos that they claim on the box of drag, and it's a little bit overbraked. So if you are a total novice, this is actually quite a great reel, because it's quite difficult to backlash. I've backlashed very bad when I tested on the water, but it was just because one reason that I will explain on the video. I was casting overhand and my lure got caught on the branch behind me, and when I cast, you don't even see anything coming out, just the reel exploding a little bit. And I fixed it, and other than a little bit of overspill when it's coming near zero, I didn't run into any problem. And I was casting 2 grams plus a tanta, 2 gram shab weight plus a tanta from the beginning. So didn't start with heavy stuff, just straight 2 gram tungsten weight and a tanta on a very small hook. It feels, man, I'm not reviewing the reel right now. It's good, you can buy it. My only problem, it's quality control. Again, you can send it back, it has free return. So, but no one saying it's crap or that it arrived broken. So in my opinion, it's if you don't want to tinker with a reel like you might have to with the Aurora, this is very solid and very user friendly, at least beginner friendly. And also, what is beginner friendly, it's the price on the beautiful super ultralight or beautiful Fisher XUL. Get this on casting. I don't like so much the spinning version. I have it, it's a fine rod, but I just prefer the casting. And this is under 69 euros, so you put a little bit of Zukibu line on this stuff with Anatono, and you can put this on the 69 euro coupon and be good to go on your bait casting adventures, because this is a very fine rod that will cover you from, if the reel doesn't underbreak under 2 grams, that I'm yet to find. This will be a very good combo for all your like under super ultralight. So all the ultralight that you want to do with bait casting, you can do it with this. So up until 7 grams, no problem with an Anatono. So from 2 to 7 grams, you have my seal of approval for this combo. And now for everything else, from I think starting in 1 gram or 1.5 grams, if you count the whole presentation, we have a little bit of a step up on price. So this is the Pure Lure Silver Feather Elite, not the right price. The right price is this one. 135 euros. I think the price will come down when the promotion kick in. I put a coupon, the coupon that is over there on the screen. So it will take 5 euros off. You have 5% off with coins. You have the AliExpress coupon that will take at least 8 euros. So that's quite nice. And man, I love this reel. So this is like this one, the Aurora Air, but with a aluminum frame. So for the price difference that we have now, just get aluminum frame. It can cast 1.5 grams, no problem, and it weighs 139 grams. And this video, it's already 34 minutes, so I will just say that I fish with it. I've dialed it in, and it's amazing. So when I don't want the DC to be there, bzz, I will grab this one. It's a great reel, and it has a shallow spool. That's the only reason that I recommend this reel over either the Zana or the Kingdom Micro Pro. It's because with this reel you can make from under 1 gram to 15 grams without doing nothing. So you start with like 2.5 grams, wear the bearing grease a little bit, and then you will be able to cast down from that, and you'll be able to cast up from that. With that said, this is a one-time buy, and you get a reel that can do actually quite almost everything that you would be doing from ultralight. I will not call it super ultralight, but yeah, you can call it super ultralight bait casting stuff until like 12-15 grams with no problems, because it has the aluminum frame. And to pair this bad boy, I would go with the Pure Lure, also the Pure Lure Zero. Again, you can use the same coupon that you see on the screen. I've put the actual coupon on the description down below. One of my favorite rods. I've got my first pike with it. I will catch barbel with it for sure. I will be actively going after barbel to make the video review of this rod. At least bass, but barbel I will actively target them to see this rod actually bend with the Iberian missile. And now just the models. So if you want a little bit more finesse, you go with the 1.9 meter version, so the ZR632LC. If you want a beefier version like I've went to, you get the ZR762LC. It will cover a little bit more, so I can use mine to throw some metal jigs if I want to. Again, the weight, it's 100 grams, that is nothing for the 2.28 gram robust rod. The construction is very, very nice. The grip, it's very, very nice. It's a very well put together rod. But again, this is like a guilty pleasure. That's why you didn't see it featured on the channel yet. I bought this for myself. I will do a video when I have the time to go around of fishing for a video, which is a little bit different than fishing for pleasure. So I fish with this combo, so the Zero and the Elite a lot. You didn't see it on video, unfortunately, because I just have it on my car and just go fish with it, and I don't take a camera with me. But man, this is very, 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 very good combo. And with that said, if you want some terminal tackle to put, or just grab the coupons, I have the terminal that I mostly use for all the fishing that I do on this video over here. So if you go, this is 1 month ago, this is my face. If you go in here on the description, and you even have, because I'm such a nice guy, you have timestamps in here. If you go through the 12-minute and 46-second mark until the 35-minute mark, you will have braid and leader. So you have the Zukibo fake, Zukibo power links. You have a lot of hard lures other than the ones that I cover from Kingdom that I not tested yet. Remember that. You have soft lures. You have soft lures for super ultralight. You have the types of snaps that I use, the G-heads, the EWGs, the fly hooks for super ultralight, the tungsten shebs, and in here you even have boxes and everything, forceps, pliers, smart multi-tool, everything. And I go through that on the video on the time steps that you can see over there. And with that said, I will probably make just a video of terminal that I use, or again, I'm not that I'm lazy, but I have so much thing on my plate right now between work and channel and even my Portuguese channel that I don't have the time, but at some point I will revamp my site and the static information, so combos, links for terminals, things that I will use all the time, because since I'm switching so much on combos, reels, rods, whatever, there are some staples, so I will use most of the time the same presentations because I cannot rotate everything and expect to get results. So I have to control the variables, and the variables for me are usually rods, reels, and this year lines. At the end of the year you will have my feedback, not the scientific one, but from experience of all the lines that I used during the year. So on this year revamp of the year, by right before the 11/11 sale, you have like the award show, and this year you will have lines there for sure. But in this video I go through all the terminal, and in the future it will serve as a base, and I will try to put my website again running and have like the staples that I use over there as like a library for that type of stuff. And with that said, we reached the end of the video. I still have to go take a shower, sleep, and wake up in, oh man, 5 hours. Okay, I will edit this very fast, make a half-ass thumbnail, and remember, everything is linked down below, and I will see you guys on my next video, hopefully with some trout, maybe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!